Imagine a world where life itself seems to pause, where the harshest conditions known to nature are met not with struggle, but with an almost magical surrender. A world where creatures, small and large, possess secrets to survival that defy our understanding, allowing them to vanish, to freeze, to dry out, and then, against all odds, to awaken as if from a dream. How do some creatures pull off nature's most shocking survival tricks, enduring conditions that would mean certain death for us, only to emerge, vibrant and alive, when the moment is right? We'll explore these incredible feats in the quiet moments ahead. Before we drift deeper into these natural wonders, if you find yourself settling into a peaceful state, please consider gently tapping the like button. It helps this quiet journey reach more weary minds. And if you wish to continue exploring the hidden marvels of our world, a soft click on the subscribe button will ensure you don't miss our next exploration. We'd also love to know where you're listening from and what time it is there as you join us on this tranquil voyage. Feel free to share in the comments. Our journey begins in the hushed depths of winter, where the world outside is locked in a frozen embrace. For many creatures, this season of scarcity and cold would spell the end. Yet, some possess an ancient wisdom, a profound ability to slow down the very rhythm of life itself. This isn't just sleep, it's a metabolic marvel, a deep, profound stillness known as hibernation. Picture a bear, curled in its den, seemingly lost to the world. Its heart rate, which might beat 40 to 50 times a minute during its active months, can drop to a mere 8 to 10 beats per minute. Its body temperature, usually around 98 degrees Fahrenheit, can plummet to a chilly 88 degrees or even lower. This isn't a simple nap. It's a state of extreme energy conservation, a biological masterpiece. The bear's body undergoes remarkable transformations to achieve this. Before winter sets in, it consumes vast quantities of food, building up thick layers of fat. This fat isn't just for insulation. It's a vital fuel source, metabolized slowly and efficiently throughout the long months of dormancy. What's truly astonishing is how their bodies manage waste. Unlike humans, who would suffer from a buildup of toxins during prolonged inactivity, hibernating bears recycle their waste products. Urea, a byproduct of protein metabolism, is converted back into amino acids, which are then used to maintain muscle mass and organ function. This means they emerge from hibernation not wasted and weak, but surprisingly robust, having lost minimal muscle and bone density. It's a testament to nature's ingenious design, allowing them to survive periods of extreme food scarcity without suffering the debilitating effects of prolonged inactivity. But hibernation isn't just for the giants of the forest. Consider the tiny, delicate hummingbird. During the day, these iridescent jewels are a blur of activity, their wings beating hundreds of times per second, their hearts racing at over 1,000 beats per minute. They live on the edge, constantly needing nectar to fuel their incredible metabolism. Yet when night falls, especially on a cold evening, they enter a state called torpor. This is a shallower, shorter-term version of hibernation. Their body temperature can drop dramatically, sometimes by as much as 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and their heart rate slows to a mere trickle, perhaps 50 to 100 beats per minute. This allows them to conserve precious energy, surviving the night when food is unavailable. As the sun rises, they slowly warm up, their tiny bodies shivering to generate heat, until they are once again ready to flit among the flowers, a vibrant testament to their nightly surrender and rebirth. Groundhogs, too, are masters of this deep sleep. They burrow deep beneath the earth, creating intricate tunnels and chambers where they will spend up to 5 months in a state of profound dormancy. Their body temperature can drop to just a few degrees above freezing, and their breathing becomes almost imperceptible, sometimes only one breath every 6 minutes. They rely entirely on the fat reserves accumulated during the warmer months. The ability to enter and exit this state is finely tuned, triggered by environmental cues like decreasing daylight and falling temperatures. It's a delicate dance with survival, a biological clock ticking down the days until the warmth returns. The secrets of hibernation extend even to the smallest creatures, like certain species of bats. These nocturnal flyers, so active and agile in the summer skies, will gather in caves or other sheltered spots, hanging upside down in dense clusters. Their tiny bodies, usually buzzing with activity, become cold and still, their metabolism slowing to a fraction of its normal rate. They can remain in this state for months, surviving on their fat reserves, their delicate wings folded close, waiting for the return of insects and warmer nights. It's a silent, collective slumber, a testament to the power of shared survival in the face of winter's chill. As we contemplate these creatures, surrendering to the deep sleep of winter, we might wonder about other forms of extreme survival. What happens when the challenge isn't cold, but an unbearable, relentless heat, or the complete absence of water? How do some animals survive, not just the chill of winter, but the scorching, parched embrace of summer's drought, seemingly vanishing into the earth only to reappear with the first drops of rain? Our journey now takes us to lands where water is a precious, fleeting commodity, where the sun bakes the earth into a cracked, dusty canvas. Here, the challenge isn't the biting cold of winter, but the relentless, life-draining heat and the absence of moisture. In these harsh environments, some animals employ a survival strategy known as estivation, a kind of summer sleep that mirrors hibernation in its profound metabolic slowdown. It's a remarkable adaptation, allowing them to endure periods of extreme drought and heat by entering a state of dormancy, often buried deep within the earth. Consider the African lungfish, a creature that seems to defy the very definition of a fish. When its watery home begins to shrink and eventually dry up, the lungfish doesn't simply perish. Instead, it burrows into the mud, creating a cocoon of dried mucus and mud around itself, leaving only a small opening for air. Within this protective shell, it can remain for months, even years, in a state of suspended animation. Its metabolism slows to an astonishingly low rate, its heart beats only a few times a minute, and it breathes air through a primitive lung-like organ. It survives on its own muscle tissue, breaking it down for energy. And remarkably, it can recycle its own waste products to prevent toxic buildup. When the rains finally return, softening the mud, the lungfish emerges from its earthen tomb, seemingly reborn, ready to swim and feed once more. It's a truly ancient survival trick, perfected over millions of years, allowing life to persist in the most unforgiving landscapes. Frogs too are masters of estivation. In arid regions, certain species like the Australian water-holding frog have developed an extraordinary ability to survive prolonged droughts. When their ponds dry up, these frogs burrow deep into the soil, sometimes as far as a meter down. They shed multiple layers of skin, which then form a waterproof cocoon around their bodies, sealing in moisture. Within this protective barrier, they can remain dormant for extended periods, sometimes for years, waiting for the return of the rains. Their metabolism slows dramatically, and they rely on stored water and fat reserves. When the first drops of rain penetrate the soil, signaling the end of the drought, the frogs absorb the moisture, shed their cocoons, and emerge, ready to breed and feed. It's a silent, patient wait, a testament to their resilience. Even some reptiles, like certain species of desert tortoises, engage in estivation. When the desert heat becomes unbearable and food and water scarce, they will dig burrows, often several feet deep, and retreat into them. Inside these cooler, more humid underground chambers, they enter a state of reduced activity, conserving energy and moisture until conditions improve. Their slow metabolism, already a characteristic of reptiles, allows them to endure these periods of dormancy with remarkable efficiency. It's a strategy of avoidance, a way to simply sit out the worst of times, preserving life until the environment becomes hospitable once more. The ability to estivate highlights a fundamental principle of survival. When conditions are too harsh to actively thrive, sometimes the best strategy is to simply endure, to become still, to wait. These creatures teach us about patience and the profound wisdom of knowing when to retreat and conserve. They remind us that life finds a way, even when it means temporarily stepping back from the active world. As we consider these creatures that can dry out and reawaken, a new question arises, one that pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible for living organisms. What if the challenge isn't just heat or drought, but the ultimate cold, the kind that freezes water solid? How do some animals not just survive freezing temperatures, but actually allow their bodies to freeze solid, only to thaw out and resume life as if nothing happened? Our journey now takes us to the very edge of life's known limits, to a realm where the impossible becomes reality. Here, in the frigid embrace of winter, some creatures possess an astonishing ability. They can literally freeze solid, their hearts stopping, their breathing ceasing, their bodies becoming as hard as ice, only to thaw out and resume life, as if from a deep, cold dream. This is cryopreservation, a natural wonder that defies our understanding of biology. The most famous practitioner of this incredible feat is the wood frog. Found in the forests of North America, this small amphibian spends its winters on the forest floor, often just beneath a layer of leaf litter. As temperatures drop below freezing, ice crystals begin to form in its body. Unlike most animals, for whom ice formation within cells is fatal, the wood frog has a remarkable adaptation. Its liver begins to produce massive amounts of glucose, a type of sugar, which acts as a natural antifreeze. This glucose is pumped into the frog's cells, preventing the formation of ice crystals inside them. Instead, ice forms in the spaces between the cells, drawing water out of the cells and effectively dehydrating them, protecting their delicate structures. As the ice spreads, the frog's heart stops beating. Its blood circulation ceases, and it stops breathing. Up to 65% of its body water can turn to ice. It becomes, for all intents and purposes, a frozen block of frog. It can remain in this state for weeks, even months, completely inanimate. Yet, when spring arrives and temperatures rise, the ice slowly melts. The frog's heart begins to beat again, slowly at first, then gaining rhythm. Its lungs inflate, and within hours, sometimes even minutes, it is hopping around, seemingly none the worse for its icy ordeal. It's a resurrection, a profound testament to the resilience of life. But the wood frog is not alone in this chilling ability. Certain insects, like the woolly bear caterpillar, also possess remarkable freezing tolerance. These fuzzy caterpillars can survive being frozen solid for extended periods, producing their own cryoprotectants, such as glycerol, which act similarly to the wood frog's glucose, preventing lethal ice formation within their cells. They spend the winter months in a frozen state, often buried in snow or leaf litter, waiting for the warmth of spring to thaw them out and allow them to continue their development. Even some species of turtles, particularly hatchlings, exhibit a degree of freezing tolerance. While they may not freeze completely solid like the wood frog, they can survive periods where their body fluids partially freeze, relying on similar cryoprotective mechanisms. This allows them to overwinter in shallow nests, enduring temperatures that would be fatal to most other reptiles. The ability to freeze and thaw is a profound evolutionary achievement, allowing these creatures to colonize environments that would otherwise be uninhabitable. It speaks to the incredible adaptability of life, finding ways to circumvent even the most fundamental biological limitations. It's a quiet miracle, happening beneath our feet, a silent dance with death and rebirth. As we marvel at creatures that can literally come back from being frozen, we might wonder about other forms of extreme adaptation, those that allow life to persist in environments so hostile they seem to belong to another planet. What about the ultimate survivors? Creatures so tiny they are almost invisible, yet so resilient they can withstand conditions that would obliterate nearly all other forms of life, from the vacuum of space to intense radiation. Our journey now takes us to the microscopic realm, to a creature so small it often goes unnoticed, yet so incredibly resilient it has earned the title of nature's ultimate survivor. We are speaking of the tardigrade, also known as the water bear or moss piglet. These 8-legged micro-animals, typically less than a millimeter long, are famous for their ability to survive conditions that would instantly kill almost any other living organism. They are the true champions of extreme survival. Tardigrades can enter a state of suspended animation called cryptobiosis, where their metabolic activity drops to less than 0.01% of its normal rate. They achieve this by retracting their heads and legs, shriveling into a dehydrated barrel-shaped form called a tun. In this tun state, they can withstand an astonishing array of environmental extremes. Consider dehydration. Tardigrades can survive being completely dried out for decades, even centuries. When water becomes scarce, they produce a unique sugar called trehalose, which forms a glassy matrix around their cellular components, protecting them from damage as the water leaves their bodies. When water returns, they rehydrate and spring back to life, sometimes within minutes. It's like pressing a pause button on life itself. But their resilience doesn't stop there. Tardigrades can survive temperatures ranging from just above absolute zero, around minus 459 degrees Fahrenheit, to over 300 degrees Fahrenheit. They can endure pressures 6 times greater than those found in the deepest ocean trenches, and even the vacuum of space. In experiments, tardigrades exposed to the vacuum and radiation of outer space for days have returned to Earth and rehydrated, some even going on to reproduce. This incredible resistance to radiation is partly due to a special protein they possess, aptly named DSUP, damage suppressor, which protects their DNA from harm. Their ability to survive such extremes makes them a subject of intense scientific study, offering insights into how life might persist in the most unlikely corners of the universe. They are found everywhere, from mountaintops to the deep sea, from tropical rainforests to the Antarctic. Their ubiquity is a testament to their unparalleled toughness. The tardigrade reminds us that life, in its most fundamental forms, can be incredibly tenacious. It can find ways to persist, to endure, and to wait out the most hostile conditions, only to reawaken when the opportunity arises. They are a living embodiment of resilience, a quiet whisper of life's indomitable spirit. As we contemplate these microscopic titans of survival, capable of enduring the vacuum of space, we might wonder about creatures that survive not by becoming still, but by embarking on journeys of unimaginable scale. What about those animals that navigate vast distances, crossing continents and oceans, driven by an innate compass, to find food, mates, or warmer climes? How do they pull off these epic migrations, often against incredible odds, year after year? Our journey now shifts from the stillness of survival to the incredible dynamism of life on the move. We turn our attention to the epic sagas of migration, where animals undertake journeys of unimaginable scale, driven by an innate compass and the ancient rhythms of the earth. These are not just travels, they are feats of endurance, navigation, and sheer will, allowing species to thrive by following the seasons and the availability of resources. Consider the Arctic tern, a small, elegant seabird that holds the record for the longest migratory journey of any animal. Each year, these remarkable birds fly from their Arctic breeding grounds to the Antarctic and back again, covering an astonishing distance of up to 49,000 miles. This means that over its lifetime, an Arctic tern can fly the equivalent of 3 round trips to the moon. They experience 2 summers each year, constantly following the sun and the abundance of food. Their journey is a testament to incredible endurance, navigating vast oceans and enduring harsh weather, guided by the Earth's magnetic field and the position of the sun. It's a silent, relentless pursuit of life, a dance with the planet's seasons. Then there is the monarch butterfly, a creature of delicate beauty that undertakes one of the most iconic migrations on Earth. Millions of these butterflies from across North America embark on a journey of up to 3,000 miles to overwinter in specific Oyamel fir forests in central Mexico or along the coast of California. What makes this migration truly astonishing is that it takes multiple generations to complete. The butterflies that leave Mexico in the spring lay eggs along the way, and their offspring continue the journey north. It's the 4th generation, born in late summer, that undertakes the epic journey south, a super generation that lives much longer than their ancestors and has the genetic programming to find the exact overwintering sites, even though they have never been there before. It's a relay race across a continent, a fragile yet powerful testament to inherited wisdom and the drive to survive. Even large mammals undertake impressive migrations. The wildebeest of the Serengeti, for example, embark on an annual circular migration of over 1,800 miles, following the rains and the fresh grazing lands. Millions of wildebeest, along with zebras and gazelles, move in a massive herd, facing predators, river crossings, and the constant search for sustenance. It's a primal rhythm, a vast movement of life across the African plains, driven by the fundamental need for food and water. Their journey is a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of ecosystems and the sheer scale of nature's cycles. These migratory journeys are not without peril. They require immense energy, precise navigation, and the ability to overcome countless obstacles. Yet, year after year, these creatures embark on their epic voyages, guided by instincts honed over millennia. They remind us of the vastness of our planet and the incredible ways in which life adapts to its ever-changing conditions, always seeking the optimal environment for survival and reproduction. It's a quiet testament to the enduring spirit of exploration and the deep connection between life and the land. As we contemplate these incredible journeys, these vast movements across continents and oceans, we might wonder about other forms of hidden communication and navigation that allow animals to thrive in environments where sight is limited or impossible. What about those creatures that navigate the world not with their eyes but with sound, painting a picture of their surroundings in the darkness or murky depths? How do they use echoes? To hunt, to communicate, and to find their way in a world unseen. Our journey now descends into the unseen, into realms where light is scarce or absent, and where sound becomes the primary sense. Here, animals employ a remarkable survival trick: echolocation, the ability to navigate and hunt by emitting sounds and interpreting the echoes that return. It's like painting a picture of the world with sound waves, allowing them to perceive their surroundings with astonishing precision in complete darkness or murky waters. The most well-known practitioners of echolocation are bats. These nocturnal flyers navigate and hunt in the darkest nights, not by sight, but by emitting high-frequency sounds, often beyond the range of human hearing. These sounds, typically clicks or chirps, bounce off objects in their environment, creating echoes that return to the bat's highly sensitive ears. By analyzing the time it takes for the echo to return, the direction it comes from, and changes in its frequency, the Doppler effect, the bat can construct a detailed, three-dimensional map of its surroundings. It can pinpoint the exact location, size, shape, and even texture of an insect in mid-flight, allowing it to capture prey with incredible accuracy. Imagine a bat flying through a dense forest at night, effortlessly weaving between branches, or swooping down to snatch a tiny moth. This is all done through sound. Different bat species have evolved different types of calls and listening strategies, adapted to their specific hunting styles and environments. Some use constant frequency calls for detecting fluttering insects, while others use frequency-modulated calls for detailed mapping of their surroundings. It's a sophisticated sensory system, a silent symphony of sound waves that allows them to dominate the night sky. In the watery depths, where light penetrates only a short distance, marine mammals like dolphins and whales also rely on echolocation, often referred to as biosonar. Dolphins, for instance, produce a series of clicks from their forehead, which are then focused into a beam by a fatty organ called the melon. These clicks travel through the water, bounce off objects like fish, and return as echoes. The echoes are received by the dolphin's lower jaw, which transmits the vibrations to its inner ear. Like bats, dolphins can interpret these echoes to determine the distance, size, shape, and even the internal structure of objects, allowing them to hunt, navigate, and communicate in the vast, dark ocean. Sperm whales, the largest toothed predators, use incredibly powerful clicks for echolocation, capable of stunning their prey. These clicks are among the loudest sounds produced by any animal, allowing them to hunt giant squid in the abyssal depths where no light ever reaches. Their echolocation is not just for finding food, it's also crucial for navigating the complex underwater topography and for communicating with other members of their pod. Echolocation is a testament to the incredible diversity of sensory adaptations in the animal kingdom. It allows creatures to perceive and interact with their world in ways that are fundamentally different from our own, opening up entirely new dimensions of existence. It's a quiet, unseen world of sound, where echoes paint the landscape and guide life through the darkness. As we consider these creatures that navigate by sound, painting their world with echoes, we might wonder about other forms of hidden communication, those that involve light itself, not from an external source, but generated from within. What about the animals that glow in the dark, creating their own light for survival, for attracting mates, or for luring prey? How do they pull off the magic of bioluminescence, illuminating the deepest oceans and the darkest nights? This is the ability of living organisms to produce their own light through a chemical reaction, illuminating the darkest corners of our planet, from the depths of the ocean to the quiet glow of a summer night. It's a survival trick that serves a multitude of purposes, from attracting mates to luring prey, and even deterring predators. Perhaps the most familiar example of bioluminescence is the firefly. On warm summer evenings, these beetles light up the night with their rhythmic flashes, each species having a unique pattern of light to attract a mate. The light is produced in specialized organs, usually on their abdomens, through a chemical reaction involving a molecule called luciferin, an enzyme called luciferase, oxygen, and ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the energy currency of the cell. This reaction produces cold light, meaning very little energy is lost as heat, making it incredibly efficient. The silent, twinkling dance of fireflies is a beautiful display of communication, a gentle beacon in the darkness. But the true spectacle of bioluminescence unfolds in the deep ocean, where sunlight never penetrates. Here, in the perpetual night, bioluminescence is the dominant form of light. Many deep-sea creatures, from tiny plankton to massive anglerfish, produce their own light. Some use it as a lure, like the anglerfish, which dangles a glowing appendage in front of its mouth to attract unsuspecting prey. Others use it as a defense mechanism, emitting a sudden flash of light to startle or blind a predator, giving them time to escape. Still others use it for camouflage, matching the faint light filtering down from the surface to avoid casting a shadow, a technique known as counter-illumination. Imagine a vast, dark ocean, punctuated by flashes of blue, green, and yellow light, like a living galaxy. Jellyfish pulse with ethereal glows, squid emit clouds of luminous ink, and countless fish species bear photophores, light-producing organs, arranged in intricate patterns along their bodies. Some even host bioluminescent bacteria in specialized organs, using their light for various purposes. The deep sea is a world of constant, silent light shows, a testament to life's ingenuity in adapting to the most extreme environments. On land, beyond fireflies, there are also bioluminescent fungi, which create a ghostly glow on decaying wood and forests, and certain species of millipedes and glowworms. While their purpose might be less clear than in the deep sea, their presence adds another layer of wonder to the natural world, a quiet, persistent light in the darkness. Bioluminescence is a reminder that even in the absence of external light, life finds a way to illuminate its path, to communicate, and to survive. It's a silent, glowing testament to the endless creativity of evolution, a gentle flicker of light in the vastness of the unknown. As we conclude our exploration of these astonishing survival tricks, from the deep sleep of hibernation to the silent glow of bioluminescence, we are left with a profound sense of wonder at the ingenuity of the natural world. We've seen how animals defy cold, heat, drought, and darkness, finding ways to persist and thrive against incredible odds. Each adaptation is a quiet masterpiece, a testament to life's enduring spirit. But the story of nature's most shocking survival tricks is far from over. There are creatures that possess an almost otherworldly ability to disappear, to become one with their surroundings in ways that defy the eye. In our next quiet journey, we will delve into the mesmerizing world of octopuses and their unparalleled mastery of camouflage, exploring how these intelligent invertebrates can change their color, texture, and even shape in an instant, vanishing before our very eyes. How do they achieve such a rapid and complete transformation? And what secrets do their skin cells hold that allow for such incredible feats of disguise? We'll explore these questions and more as we continue our peaceful exploration of nature's most astonishing wonders. Imagine drifting through the serene, sun-dappled waters of a coral reef, a kaleidoscope of vibrant life unfolding around you. Suddenly, a patch of coral seems to ripple, to shift, and then, with an almost imperceptible fluidity, it transforms into something else entirely. A rock, a sandy patch, or perhaps nothing at all. This is the world of the octopus, a creature that embodies the very essence of subtle survival artistry. Their mastery of disguise is so profound, so instantaneous, that it borders on the magical, allowing them to vanish into their surroundings with breathtaking speed and precision. At the heart of this incredible ability lies a specialized cell called the chromatophore. These tiny pigment-filled sacs are embedded just beneath the octopus's skin, each one a miniature balloon of color. What makes them truly extraordinary is that each chromatophore is surrounded by tiny muscles, directly controlled by the octopus's nervous system. When these muscles contract, they pull the pigment sac open, spreading the color across the skin. When they relax, the sac shrinks, and the color disappears. But it's not just about individual cells. An octopus can control thousands of these chromatophores simultaneously in intricate patterns and waves, allowing for an almost infinite palette of colors and designs. They can mimic the dappled light filtering through the water, the intricate patterns of a coral branch, or the uniform texture of a sandy seabed. The speed at which they achieve this transformation is truly astonishing, often in less than a second. It's a dynamic living canvas, constantly shifting to match the ever-changing environment around them. This isn't a slow, gradual process. It's an instantaneous, almost thought-driven change, reflecting their immediate needs for concealment or communication. The underlying neural pathways that allow for such rapid and precise control are incredibly complex, a testament to the octopus's sophisticated brain. They are not simply reacting, they are actively perceiving their surroundings and making conscious decisions about how to blend in or stand out, as the situation demands. This ability to instantly change color is crucial for both offense and defense. For a predator, it allows the octopus to become an invisible hunter, patiently waiting for unsuspecting prey to swim by before launching a lightning-fast strike. For defense, it means they can disappear from the sight of a hungry shark or a patrolling moray eel, melting into the background as if they were never there. The visual hunters of the ocean, those with keen eyesight, find themselves utterly baffled by this vanishing act. It's a silent, elegant dance of deception, a testament to their evolutionary brilliance. But how do they achieve not just a change in color, but a complete transformation of their very skin texture, making them truly indistinguishable from their surroundings? Beyond the mesmerizing play of color, octopuses possess another layer of camouflage mastery: the ability to instantly alter the texture of their skin. This is achieved through specialized structures called papillae, which are small muscle-controlled bumps or folds on their skin. These papillae can be raised or flattened at will, allowing the octopus to mimic the rough, bumpy surface of a rock, the smooth, undulating texture of sand, or the intricate branching forms of coral. Imagine a creature that can not only change its hue to match a rocky outcrop, but can also make its skin appear as craggy and uneven as the rock itself. This adds an astonishing three-dimensional quality to their disguise, making them virtually undetectable to even the most discerning eyes. When an octopus settles onto a sandy ocean floor, its skin can become smooth and flat, perfectly mirroring the subtle undulations of the sand. But if it moves onto a patch of rubble or a sponge, its papillae will instantly erupt, creating a textured surface that breaks up its outline and blends seamlessly with the irregular shapes around it. This tactile mimicry is just as vital as color change, as it disrupts the visual cues that predators rely on to identify prey. A shark, for instance, might be able to discern a smooth, oddly shaped lump against a textured background, but if that lump suddenly becomes textured itself, its outline vanishes, and it becomes just another part of the environment. Marine biologists, through countless hours of observation, have documented these incredible transformations, often finding it nearly impossible to spot an octopus, even when they know one is present. It's a testament to the profound effectiveness of this dual-layered camouflage. This ability to manipulate both color and texture simultaneously is a hallmark of their sophisticated nervous system. It's not a random act, it's a precise, calculated response to their immediate environment and the perceived threat or opportunity. They are constantly assessing their surroundings, adjusting their disguise with an almost artistic flair. This level of control over their integumentary system is unparalleled in the animal kingdom, making them true masters of illusion. But what happens when even the most perfect camouflage isn't enough? When a predator gets too close or when they need to make a quick escape, how do these soft-bodied creatures with no rigid skeleton manage to evade capture in the blink of an eye?
When camouflage fails, or when an octopus needs to make a swift, decisive escape, it employs another remarkable survival trick: the ink cloud. This isn't just a simple squirt of dark liquid. It's a sophisticated defensive maneuver designed to disorient, distract, and deter predators. The ink, produced in a specialized ink sac, is primarily composed of melanin, the same pigment that gives human skin and hair its color. But it's not just a visual screen. When expelled, the ink forms a dense, dark cloud that hangs in the water, creating a visual barrier between the octopus and its pursuer. This allows the octopus a precious few seconds to jet away to safety. However, the ink has more than just a visual effect. It also contains compounds that can irritate the eyes and olfactory senses of predators, particularly sharks and other fish that rely heavily on smell to hunt. Some research suggests that the ink can even act as a pseudomorph, forming a blob that roughly resembles the octopus itself, further confusing the predator while the real octopus makes its getaway. Imagine a shark closing in for the kill, only to be met with a sudden burst of darkness and a chemical irritant that throws its senses into disarray. In that moment of confusion, the octopus, using its powerful siphon, can propel itself rapidly away, often changing color as it goes to blend into its new surroundings. This ink defense is particularly effective against visual predators like sharks, which rely on sight to track their prey. The sudden obscuring of vision, combined with the irritating chemicals, gives the octopus a critical advantage in a life or death situation. It's a quick, decisive action, a last resort when stealth is no longer an option. The ink sac can be refilled, allowing the octopus to deploy this defense multiple times if necessary, though it does require energy to produce. It's a testament to their adaptability and their arsenal of survival strategies, ensuring that even when cornered, they have a powerful means of escape. But what if an octopus is not just cornered, but physically attacked, losing a limb in the struggle? How do these creatures recover from such a devastating injury, and what does it reveal about their incredible regenerative capabilities? Beyond their defensive ink, octopuses possess an astonishing physical characteristic that aids immensely in their survival: the complete absence of a rigid skeleton. Unlike fish with their bones, or crabs with their exoskeletons, an octopus's body is almost entirely soft and muscular, save for a small beak-like mouth. This unique anatomy grants them unparalleled flexibility and an almost liquid-like ability to squeeze through incredibly tight spaces. Imagine a creature that can flow through an opening no larger than its eyeball, or even smaller. For many species, this means they can escape into crevices, cracks, and tiny holes in rocks or coral that are completely inaccessible to their predators. A common octopus, for example, can squeeze its entire body through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter, provided its beak can fit through. This is because the beak is the only truly rigid part of its body. The rest of its mantle and arms are a dense, interconnected network of muscles, allowing them to contort, flatten, and elongate their bodies in ways that seem to defy physics. This remarkable flexibility is not just for escape, it's also crucial for hunting, allowing them to reach into narrow crevices to extract prey, or to explore complex underwater environments. They can flatten themselves against the seabed, becoming almost two-dimensional, or stretch their arms into impossibly thin strands to probe for hidden food. This ability to become almost formless is a constant source of fascination for marine biologists. It means that even if an octopus is trapped in a seemingly secure container, if there's a small gap, it can often find a way out. This has led to many anecdotes of octopuses escaping from aquarium tanks, demonstrating their problem-solving skills combined with their physical prowess. Their soft bodies are a double-edged sword. They make them vulnerable to crushing blows, but also grant them an escape route that most other creatures can only dream of. It's a silent, fluid dance of evasion, a testament to the power of being unconstrained by rigid form. One of the most profound and often overlooked survival tricks of the octopus is its incredible ability to regenerate lost limbs. In the tumultuous world of the ocean, where predators are constantly on the hunt, an octopus might lose an arm in a struggle with a shark, a moray eel, or another aggressive marine creature. For many animals, such a loss would be debilitating, potentially leading to death. But for the octopus, it's a temporary setback. They possess a remarkable capacity to regrow a severed arm, often within a few weeks or months, depending on the species and the extent of the injury. This regenerative process is a complex biological marvel. When an arm is lost, the remaining stump quickly seals itself to prevent blood loss and infection. Then, specialized cells begin to proliferate at the site of the injury, forming a blastema, a mass of undifferentiated cells that will eventually develop into the new limb. Over time, this blastema differentiates, forming new muscle, nerve tissue, suckers, and even the intricate chromatophores that allow for camouflage. The new arm grows, gradually extending and developing its full functionality,
until it is virtually indistinguishable from the original. This means an octopus can continue to hunt, defend itself, and navigate its environment, even after a significant injury, knowing that a replacement limb is on its way. The ability to regenerate arms is a massive evolutionary advantage. It allows them to escape from predators by sacrificing a limb, much like a lizard dropping its tail, but with the added benefit of full regrowth. It also means that if an arm is damaged during a hunt or in a territorial dispute, the octopus isn't permanently handicapped. This capacity for renewal speaks volumes about the resilience of these creatures and their ability to adapt to the harsh realities of their underwater world. It's a quiet, continuous process of self-repair, ensuring their long-term survival. But beyond these physical adaptations and defensive maneuvers, what truly sets octopuses apart, and what has captivated marine biologists for decades, is their astonishing intelligence. How do these invertebrates, so different from us, demonstrate problem-solving skills, use tools, and even learn from observation, revealing a cognitive complexity that seems almost out of place in the ocean depths? Our journey now delves into the most captivating aspect of octopus survival, their profound intelligence. These creatures, with their soft bodies and 8 arms, possess a level of cognitive ability that rivals many vertebrates, demonstrating problem-solving skills, observational learning, and even tool use. This intelligence is not just a fascinating quirk, it's a crucial survival trick, allowing them to adapt to complex environments, outwit predators, and secure food in ingenious ways.
One of the most striking examples of their intelligence is their problem-solving capacity. Octopuses in captivity have famously demonstrated the ability to open jars, navigate complex mazes, and even unscrew lids to access food. They are not simply relying on instinct. They are actively assessing a situation, experimenting with different approaches, and learning from their successes and failures. Marine biologists have observed them meticulously examining objects, manipulating them with their arms and suckers, and devising strategies to achieve their goals. This trial and error learning, combined with their remarkable dexterity, allows them to overcome obstacles that would stump many other animals. Consider the coconut octopus, a species found in the Indo-Pacific. These clever cephalopods have been observed collecting discarded coconut shell halves and using them as portable shelters. When threatened, they will quickly assemble the 2 halves around themselves, creating a protective fortress. This is a clear example of tool use, a behavior once thought to be exclusive to primates and a few other highly intelligent animals. It demonstrates foresight and planning, as they collect these shells even when not immediately needed, carrying them across the seabed for future use. This behavior highlights their ability to understand and manipulate their environment to their advantage, a truly remarkable cognitive feat for an invertebrate. Their intelligence also extends to observational learning. Studies have shown that octopuses can learn by watching others. If one octopus observes another successfully solving a puzzle to get food, the observer is often able to solve the same puzzle much faster, without the need for extensive trial and error. This capacity for social learning is incredibly rare among invertebrates, and suggests a sophisticated level of cognitive processing. It means they can acquire new skills and behaviors without having to personally experience every challenge, accelerating their adaptation to new situations. Furthermore, octopuses exhibit complex behaviors that suggest a degree of personality and even playfulness. They have been known to squirt water at lights, rearrange objects in their tanks, and even engage in what appears to be playful interactions with divers. Their curiosity is boundless, and they are constantly exploring their surroundings, probing, touching, and tasting with their highly sensitive suckers. Each sucker contains thousands of chemoreceptors, allowing them to taste what they touch, adding another layer to their sensory perception and understanding of the world. This combination of curiosity, dexterity, and problem-solving makes them incredibly adaptable and resourceful survivors. Their large, complex brains, with a significant portion of neurons distributed throughout their arms, allow for a unique form of distributed intelligence. Each arm can operate somewhat independently, yet they are all coordinated by the central brain. This means an octopus can be simultaneously manipulating multiple objects, exploring different parts of its environment, and even performing different tasks with different arms, all while its central brain processes the incoming sensory information and directs overall strategy. It's a truly alien form of intelligence, yet one that has proven incredibly effective in their survival. This profound intelligence, combined with their physical adaptations, makes the octopus one of the most fascinating and successful creatures in the ocean. They are not just masters of disguise, they are masters of adaptation, constantly learning, evolving, and finding ingenious ways to thrive in a challenging world. Their cognitive abilities challenge our preconceived notions of intelligence and remind us that complex thought can emerge in the most unexpected forms. As we conclude our quiet journey into the mesmerizing world of octopuses, we are left with a deep appreciation for their subtle artistry and profound intelligence. From their instantaneous color and texture changes to their ink cloud escapes, their incredible flexibility and their astonishing capacity for regeneration, every aspect of their being is finely tuned for survival. Their problem-solving skills and tool use reveal a mind far more complex than their invertebrate status might suggest, making them true marvels of the deep.
Our next quiet journey takes us to a creature that embodies resilience in one of Earth's most unforgiving landscapes, the frozen, windswept Arctic. Here, where temperatures plummet and the land is blanketed in endless snow, how does a seemingly delicate creature not only survive, but thrive, becoming an almost invisible whisper in the vast, white expanse? Imagine a world painted in shades of white, where the horizon blends seamlessly with the snow-covered ground, and the air bites with an icy chill. In this stark, beautiful wilderness lives the Arctic hare, a creature perfectly attuned to its frigid domain. Its most striking adaptation, and perhaps its most vital, is its magnificent winter coat. This isn't merely white fur, it's a masterpiece of natural camouflage, a living cloak that allows the hare to vanish into the vast snowy expanse. During the long, dark Arctic winter, the hare's fur is a pristine, brilliant white, mirroring the snow and ice that dominate its habitat. This pure white coloration makes it incredibly difficult for predators to spot, whether they are soaring high above or stalking silently across the frozen tundra. The hare becomes a ghost in the landscape, its outline dissolving into the shimmering backdrop of snowdrifts and frozen plains. This camouflage is not static, it's a dynamic, seasonal transformation. As the brief Arctic summer arrives, melting the snow and revealing patches of tundra vegetation, the Arctic hare undergoes a remarkable molt. Its pristine white fur is gradually replaced by a coat of brown or greyish-brown, sometimes with a hint of blue-grey, allowing it to blend seamlessly with the exposed rocks, mosses, and sparse shrubs. This seasonal change is a finely tuned biological clock, triggered by changes in daylight hours, ensuring that the hare is always perfectly camouflaged, whether the world around it is white or brown. This dual-phase camouflage is a testament to the relentless pressures of natural selection, where survival hinges on the ability to remain unseen. For a creature that is a primary food source for many Arctic predators, this ability to disappear is not just an advantage, it is the very essence of its continued existence.
Beyond its visual trickery, the Arctic hare's fur serves another critical purpose: insulation. Beneath that outer layer of camouflage lies an incredibly dense and thick undercoat, a natural thermal barrier designed to trap a layer of warm air close to the hare's body. This fur is so effective that the Arctic hare can comfortably withstand temperatures plummeting to an astonishing -40°C, or even lower, without its core body temperature dropping. Each individual hair is hollow, further enhancing its insulating properties by trapping more air. This creates a microclimate around the hare's body, protecting it from the biting winds and extreme cold that define the Arctic winter. The fur extends even to its large, powerful feet, providing not only insulation, but also a snowshoe-like effect, distributing its weight and allowing it to move efficiently over deep snow without sinking. This comprehensive fur coverage is a silent, constant shield against the relentless cold, allowing the hare to conserve precious energy that would otherwise be spent on shivering and generating internal heat. It's a living testament to nature's engineering, a perfect design for life in the frozen north. But in a world where the ground is often frozen solid and vegetation is scarce, how do these creatures find sustenance? And where do they seek refuge from the relentless winds and the ever-present threat of predators? In the vast open expanse of the Arctic tundra, where trees are rare and shelter is minimal, the Arctic hare relies on another ingenious survival strategy: digging snow burrows. These aren't elaborate, multi-chambered dens like those of some other burrowing animals. Rather, they are often simple, shallow scrapes or tunnels dug into snowdrifts. Yet their simplicity belies their effectiveness. Snow, counterintuitively, is an excellent insulator. By burrowing into a snowdrift, the hare creates a microenvironment that is significantly warmer and more protected from the wind than the exposed surface. Even a few feet beneath the surface, the temperature can be many degrees warmer than the ambient air, providing a crucial refuge from the most extreme cold. These burrows serve multiple purposes. Primarily, they offer thermal insulation, allowing the hare to conserve energy that would otherwise be expended on maintaining its body temperature. Secondly, they provide a degree of concealment from aerial predators like the snowy owl or the gyrfalcon, which might otherwise spot the hare against the white landscape. While the hare's camouflage is exceptional, a sudden movement or a slight shadow could give it away. Retreating into a snow burrow offers an additional layer of protection, allowing the hare to rest and remain hidden. The hare uses its strong forepaws to dig, quickly excavating a space just large enough to curl up in. Sometimes these burrows are little more than depressions in the snow, but even these offer a significant advantage against the biting wind and the direct exposure to the elements. It's a quiet, unassuming act of survival, a testament to the hare's ability to utilize its environment for protection. Beyond finding shelter, the Arctic hare has also adapted its movement to conserve energy in the challenging snowy terrain. Its hopping gait is remarkably efficient, especially when navigating deep snow. Unlike animals that might trudge or struggle, the Arctic hare moves with a distinctive, almost bounding motion, using its powerful hind legs to propel itself forward. Its large, well-furred feet, as mentioned earlier, act like natural snowshoes, spreading its weight over a larger surface area and preventing it from sinking too deeply into the snow. This allows it to move with surprising speed and agility, even in conditions that would render other creatures immobile. When fleeing from a predator, this energy-efficient hopping can quickly turn into an impressive burst of speed. Arctic hares are capable of reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour over short distances, a remarkable feat given the challenging terrain. They often employ a zigzagging pattern when pursued, making it incredibly difficult for predators like the Arctic fox or wolf to anticipate their movements and maintain a chase. This erratic movement is designed to confuse and exhaust its pursuer, forcing the predator to constantly adjust its trajectory and lose momentum. The hare's large, furred feet provide excellent traction on snow and ice, allowing it to make sharp turns without slipping. This combination of speed, agility, and evasive maneuvers is crucial for escaping the clutches of its relentless hunters. It's a silent, powerful dance of survival, where every leap and bound is a calculated effort to outmaneuver danger and conserve the precious energy needed to endure the long Arctic winter. But what do these resilient creatures eat when the ground is frozen solid and the vast tundra appears to offer nothing but snow and ice? In the seemingly barren landscape of the Arctic winter, where fresh green vegetation is buried under layers of snow and ice, the Arctic hare must rely on a diet of hardy, less palatable plants. Its primary food sources during these harsh months are woody plants, such as dwarf willow, birch, and heather. These plants, though tough and fibrous, provide the necessary sustenance to survive. The hare uses its strong claws and powerful teeth to dig through the snow, sometimes several feet deep, to access these buried twigs, bark, and roots. It's a laborious process, requiring significant energy expenditure, but it's a vital one. They also consume mosses, lichens, and even dried grasses that manage to protrude through the snow or are exposed by the wind. The nutritional value of these winter foods is significantly lower than the lush vegetation available during the brief summer. To compensate, the Arctic hare has a specialized digestive system that can efficiently extract nutrients from this tough, fibrous material. They often engage in coprophagy, re-ingesting their own soft fecal pellets, which allows them to extract additional nutrients that were not fully digested the first time. This strategy maximizes the energy and nutrients gained from their sparse diet, ensuring that every bit of available sustenance is utilized. This ability to subsist on such a challenging diet is a testament to their adaptability, allowing them to survive periods of extreme food scarcity when other herbivores would perish. It's a quiet, persistent foraging, a constant search for the hidden sustenance that sustains life in the frozen north. The constant threat of predators is an ever-present reality for the Arctic hare, even with its masterful camouflage. While its white coat provides an unparalleled advantage in blending with the snow, it's not foolproof. Predators like the Arctic fox, the grey wolf, and various birds of prey such as the snowy owl and gyrfalcon are highly adapted hunters with keen senses. The hare's survival depends on a combination of stealth, vigilance, and, when necessary, explosive speed. Its large ears are constantly swiveling, listening for the faintest sound of an approaching predator, and its keen sense of smell can detect a fox or wolf even before it's visible. When a predator is detected, the hare's first instinct is often to freeze, relying on its camouflage to remain unseen. If that fails, or if the predator gets too close, the hare will burst into action. Its powerful hind legs allow for incredible acceleration, and it can reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, about 37 miles per hour, over short distances. During a chase, the hare often employs a zigzagging pattern, making sudden, unpredictable changes in direction. This erratic movement is designed to confuse and exhaust its pursuer, forcing the predator to constantly adjust its trajectory and lose momentum. The hare's large, furred feet provide excellent traction on snow and ice, allowing it to make sharp turns without slipping. This combination of speed, agility, and evasive maneuvers is crucial for escaping the clutches of its relentless hunters. It's a silent, desperate race for survival, where every second and every turn can mean the difference between life and death. How do these populations manage to persist and even thrive year after year, despite such extreme conditions and constant threats from a variety of predators? Despite the harsh environment and the constant threat of predation, Arctic hare populations exhibit remarkable resilience. Their survival is not just about individual adaptations, but also about their reproductive strategies. During the brief Arctic summer, when food is more abundant and temperatures are milder, Arctic hares breed. Unlike many other hare species, they typically have only one litter per year, but these litters can be quite large, often consisting of 4 to 8 leverets, young hares. This larger litter size helps to compensate for the high mortality rates among young hares due to predation and the challenging environment. The leverets grow rapidly, reaching independence quickly, which is crucial in the short window of opportunity provided by the Arctic summer. The population dynamics of Arctic hares are also intricately linked to the cycles of their predators and prey. For instance, the abundance of lemmings, another primary food source for Arctic foxes, can indirectly affect hare populations. When lemming numbers are high, foxes may focus more on lemmings, reducing predation pressure on hares. Conversely, when lemming populations crash, foxes turn more to hares, leading to increased predation. This complex web of interactions contributes to the natural fluctuations in hare numbers, but their inherent adaptability and reproductive capacity ensure that the species persists. Their ability to switch between camouflage colors, find food in scarcity, and evade predators with speed and cunning has allowed them to successfully inhabit the Arctic for millennia. They are a quiet, enduring presence in one of the world's most extreme ecosystems, a testament to the power of specialized evolution. As we conclude our quiet journey into the world of the Arctic hare, we are left with a profound appreciation for its remarkable adaptations to the frozen north. From its chameleon-like coat and insulating fur to its ingenious snow burrows and energy-efficient movements, every aspect of its being is finely tuned for survival in extreme cold. Its resilience in the face of constant threats and scarce resources is a testament to the enduring spirit of life in the most challenging environments. Our exploration of nature's most shocking survival tricks continues to unfold, revealing the hidden wonders and ingenious adaptations that allow life to flourish in every corner of our planet. In our next segment,
we will turn our attention to a creature that thrives in an entirely different extreme, the scorching, arid deserts of Australia. Here, where water is a precious, fleeting resource, how does a small, spiky lizard, the thorny devil, manage to collect every precious drop of moisture, seemingly defying the very laws of thirst in one of the driest places on Earth? We'll explore these questions and more as we continue our peaceful exploration of nature's most astonishing wonders. But our exploration of nature's most shocking survival tricks continues to unfold, revealing the hidden wonders and ingenious adaptations that allow life to flourish in every corner of our planet. We've journeyed from the icy grip of the Arctic, where the hare becomes a ghost in the snow, to the vibrant depths of the ocean, where octopuses vanish in a blink. Now, our quiet journey takes us to an entirely different extreme, the scorching, arid deserts of Australia. Here, where the sun beats down relentlessly and water is a precious, fleeting resource, how does a small, spiky lizard, seemingly a creature of myth, manage to collect every precious drop of moisture, seemingly defying the very laws of thirst in one of the driest places on Earth? We'll explore these questions and more as we continue our peaceful exploration of nature's most astonishing wonders. Imagine a landscape of endless red sand, shimmering under a relentless sun, where the air itself feels parched and still. In this vast, ancient land lives a creature that appears to be a living sculpture, a small, unassuming lizard, covered from head to tail in formidable, sharp spines. This is the thorny devil, Moloch horridus, a true marvel of desert survival. Its most extraordinary adaptation, the one that allows it to thrive where most creatures would simply wither, lies in its very skin. This isn't just a protective armor, it's a sophisticated, living water harvesting system, a testament to nature's ingenious engineering. The thorny devil's skin is a complex network of microscopic grooves and channels, intricately woven between its numerous cone-shaped spines. These channels are not merely decorative, they are designed to collect and transport water with astonishing efficiency. When the thorny devil encounters any form of moisture, whether it's a rare drop of rain, the morning dew condensing on its body, or even moisture absorbed directly from damp sand, these tiny grooves immediately spring into action. The water doesn't just sit on the surface, it's drawn into these channels through a phenomenon known as capillary action. This is the same principle that allows water to climb up a narrow tube, defying gravity. The forces of adhesion, where water molecules stick to the channel walls, and cohesion, where water molecules stick to each other, work in concert, pulling the water along the intricate pathways across the lizard's entire body. What's truly remarkable is that these channels are interconnected, forming a continuous network that extends from every part of the thorny devil's body, its back, its legs, its tail, all the way to the corners of its mouth. So, whether a drop of water lands on its back or its foot, it is immediately drawn into this system and channeled directly to where it's needed most. The lizard doesn't even need to move. The water simply flows along these pathways, a silent, continuous stream until it reaches its destination. The thorny devil can then simply open and close its mouth, or make subtle movements with its jaw, to effectively drink the water that has been delivered. This passive yet incredibly effective method of water collection means the thorny devil can hydrate itself without ever needing to find a standing pool of water, a rare commodity in its arid home. It's a living sponge, perfectly designed to capture every precious molecule of moisture in a world defined by its absence. This system is so efficient that even a small amount of dew or a light mist can provide sufficient hydration, a feat that would be impossible for most other desert dwellers. The intricate micro-architecture of its skin, a marvel of natural design, allows it to literally drink from the air or the ground beneath its feet. But how does a creature so seemingly slow and deliberate, with such an obvious and unique form, manage to avoid the keen eyes of predators in such an open and exposed environment? Despite its formidable appearance, the thorny devil is a remarkably slow-moving creature. Its gait is deliberate, almost rocking, as it ambles across the desert floor. This slow movement, far from being a disadvantage, is actually another crucial survival strategy, particularly for evading predators. In the vast, open expanse of the Australian desert, where cover is scarce, remaining unnoticed is paramount.
The thorny devil's slow, jerky movements, combined with its spiky, camouflaged skin, allow it to mimic a small, detached twig or a piece of desert debris being blown by the wind. It blends seamlessly with the scattered rocks and dry vegetation, becoming virtually indistinguishable from its surroundings. A predator scanning the landscape for movement might easily overlook the thorny devil, mistaking it for an inanimate object. Its primary predators are birds of prey, such as eagles and falcons, which hunt from above, relying on their sharp eyesight to spot movement on the ground. For these aerial hunters, the thorny devil's stillness and its ability to mimic its environment are incredibly effective defenses. If a bird does spot it, the thorny devil's spiky armor provides a formidable deterrent. Those sharp, rigid spines make it an unappetizing and difficult meal to swallow. Imagine trying to pick up a living pincushion. It's a painful and potentially dangerous endeavor for a predator. The spines are not just for show, they are a physical barrier, making it challenging for a bird to get a firm grip or to inflict a fatal bite. The arrangement of these spines also helps to break up the lizard's outline, making it harder for a predator to discern its true shape against the irregular textures of the desert floor. This visual disruption, combined with its stillness, creates a powerful illusion of non-existence. Furthermore, when threatened, the thorny devil has a peculiar defensive posture. It will often puff up its body, inflating itself with air, which makes its spines even more prominent and its overall size appear larger and more intimidating. This sudden increase in apparent size can startle a predator, giving the lizard a precious moment to escape or further blend in. It also has a false head, a spiky knob located on the back of its neck, which it can present to a predator by lowering its true head. This clever deception confuses the attacker about its true head and vulnerable points, often leading the predator to strike at the less vital, spiky decoy. This combination of camouflage, slow movement, physical deterrence, and deceptive posturing makes the thorny devil a surprisingly well-protected inhabitant of the desert. It's a quiet, patient game of hide and seek, where the lizard's unique form and behavior are its ultimate shields against danger. But in a land where temperatures can soar to extreme highs, far beyond what most living things can endure, how does this small lizard cope with the relentless heat of the desert, maintaining its delicate internal balance?
The Australian desert is not only dry, but also incredibly hot, with daytime temperatures frequently soaring above 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and often reaching 45 degrees Celsius, 113 degrees Fahrenheit, or higher. For most creatures, such extreme heat would be lethal, leading to rapid dehydration and organ failure. Yet the thorny devil thrives in these conditions, thanks to a suite of remarkable physiological and behavioral adaptations that allow it to tolerate and manage heat. As a reptile, it is ectothermic, meaning its body temperature is regulated by external sources. This allows it to absorb heat from its surroundings when it needs to warm up, and dissipate it when it needs to cool down. One of its key strategies for heat management is behavioral thermoregulation. During the hottest parts of the day, the thorny devil will seek refuge in the shade of sparse shrubs or small rocks, or it will burrow into the cooler sand. Even a few centimeters beneath the surface, the sand temperature can be significantly lower than the scorching surface, providing a crucial thermal refuge. It can also adjust its body posture to minimize exposure to the sun, orienting itself to present the smallest possible surface area to the direct rays of the sun during peak heat. A fascinating behavior observed is stilting, where the thorny devil lifts its body high off the hot sand on its legs, minimizing contact with the superheated ground and allowing air to circulate underneath, further aiding in cooling. Conversely, in the cooler mornings, it will bask in the sun, flattening its body to maximize surface area exposure and absorb warmth, raising its body temperature to optimal levels for activity. Beyond behavioral adjustments, the thorny devil's unique skin also plays a role in heat regulation. While its primary function is water collection, the intricate texture and coloration of its skin can also influence heat absorption and reflection. Its mottled, brown and tan coloration helps it blend with the desert floor, but it also allows for some degree of thermal regulation by absorbing or reflecting solar radiation. The spines themselves might also create tiny pockets of air, providing a slight insulating effect against extreme temperatures, acting as a buffer against both intense heat and rapid cooling. Its slow metabolism, typical of reptiles, also means it generates less internal heat, further aiding its ability to cope with the external thermal load. This combination of seeking shade, adjusting posture, and its inherent reptilian physiology allows the thorny devil to navigate the extreme thermal challenges of its desert home, maintaining a delicate balance between absorbing enough heat to be active and avoiding overheating. It's a quiet, patient dance with the sun, a testament to its finely tuned adaptations for survival in a fiery landscape.
But what does a creature that lives in such a harsh, dry environment, where water is so scarce, eat? And how does it find enough food to sustain itself in a landscape that seems to offer so little? In a desert environment where food sources can be unpredictable and scarce, the thorny devil has developed a highly specialized diet, focusing almost exclusively on ants. This might seem like a meager diet for a lizard, but for the thorny devil, it's a perfect fit, providing both sustenance and a surprising amount of moisture. Its preferred prey are small, black ants, particularly species from the genus Iridomyrmex, which are remarkably abundant, even in the arid Australian landscape. The thorny devil is a patient hunter, often remaining motionless for long periods, sometimes for hours, waiting for a stream of ants to pass by. When an ant comes within range, the lizard extends its short, sticky tongue with lightning speed, snatching the unsuspecting insect. Its tongue is perfectly adapted for this ant-based diet. It's a short, thick, and highly adhesive organ designed to quickly capture multiple ants with each flick. The thorny devil can consume thousands of ants in a single day, sometimes as many as 1,000 to 3,000 ants in a single feeding session. This high volume of consumption is necessary because individual ants are small and provide relatively little energy. However, the sheer quantity makes up for the small size. This specialized diet also offers a subtle advantage in terms of hydration. While ants themselves don't contain large amounts of free water, the metabolic processes involved in digesting them produce some water as a byproduct. This metabolic water contributes to the thorny devil's overall hydration, supplementing the water it collects from its skin. This is a crucial source of moisture in an environment where drinking water is almost non-existent.
The abundance of ants, even in the desert, provides a reliable food source that is often overlooked by larger predators. This allows the thorny devil to occupy a unique ecological niche, minimizing competition for food. Its slow movement, which aids in camouflage, also makes it an ideal ambush predator for these tiny, scurrying insects. It doesn't need to chase fast-moving prey, it simply needs to wait patiently for its meal to come to it. Its digestive system is also highly efficient at breaking down the chitinous exoskeletons of the ants, extracting maximum nutrients from this tough material. This specialized diet, combined with its unique water harvesting abilities, forms a complete survival package, allowing the thorny devil to thrive in an environment that would be inhospitable to most other creatures. It's a quiet, persistent foraging, a testament to the power of specialization in the face of environmental challenges. Beyond its diet, how does its unique anatomy, beyond just water collection, contribute to its overall survival and resilience in this challenging habitat, making it a true icon of desert life? Beyond its extraordinary water harvesting capabilities and its specialized diet, the thorny devil's unique anatomy is a masterclass in desert survival, with every aspect contributing to its overall resilience. Its most striking feature, the dense covering of sharp, conical spines, serves multiple crucial functions. Primarily, as we've discussed, these spines are integral to its capillary action system, directing precious water to its mouth, but they are also a formidable defensive armor. These spines are not easily crushed or bitten through, making the thorny devil a very unappealing meal for most predators. Each spine is rigid and sharp, designed to deter any creature attempting to swallow or crush it. When threatened, it can lower its head and present the spiky, false head on its neck, further confusing attackers and protecting its vulnerable true head. This physical deterrence is a passive yet highly effective form of defense, allowing it to avoid direct confrontation. The coloration of its skin, a mottled pattern of browns, tans, and reds, perfectly mimics the colors of the desert soil, rocks, and sparse vegetation. This natural camouflage is so effective that even when stationary,
The thorny devil can be incredibly difficult to spot, blending seamlessly into its surroundings. This visual disguise, combined with its slow, rocking gait, makes it appear as nothing more than a piece of debris, further enhancing its ability to evade detection. The irregular shapes and shadows cast by its spines further break up its outline, making it even harder for a predator to discern its form. Its relatively small size, typically around 15 to 20 centimeters in length, also allows it to utilize small crevices and burrows for shelter from both predators and the extreme heat. It can quickly wedge itself into tight spaces where larger predators cannot follow, providing an immediate refuge. The thorny devil's overall body structure is compact and robust, built for endurance in a harsh environment. Its short, sturdy legs provide stability on loose sand, and its broad, flattened body helps to maximize surface area for water collection, while also allowing it to press itself close to the ground for thermal regulation. Its longevity, often living for 15 to 20 years in the wild, speaks to the success of its survival strategies. This extended lifespan allows individuals more opportunities to reproduce and contribute to the population, ensuring the species' continuation despite the challenges of its habitat. The thorny devil's evolutionary journey has sculpted it into a creature perfectly adapted to its niche, a living testament to the power of natural selection in shaping life to endure the most extreme conditions. Its unique form is not just a curiosity, it is a finely tuned machine for survival in one of the planet's most unforgiving landscapes. As we conclude our quiet journey into the world of the thorny devil, we are left with a profound appreciation for its remarkable adaptations to the scorching Australian desert. From its incredible water-harvesting skin and spiky armor to its patient hunting and heat tolerance, every aspect of its being is finely tuned for survival in an environment defined by scarcity. Its resilience in the face of extreme heat and lack of water is a testament to the enduring spirit of life in the most challenging environment. Our exploration of nature's most shocking survival tricks continues to unfold, revealing the hidden wonders and ingenious adaptations that allow life to flourish in every corner of our planet. We've journeyed from the icy grip of the Arctic, where the hare becomes a ghost in the snow, and explored the scorching deserts where the thorny devil drinks from the air. Now our quiet journey takes us to a creature that defies gravity itself, a living jewel that hovers in midair, fueled by an almost impossible energy. How does such a tiny being sustain a life lived at 1,000 beats per minute, performing aerial feats that seem to belong to a dream? We'll explore these questions and more as we continue our peaceful exploration of nature's most astonishing wonders. Imagine a tiny blur of iridescent color, suspended motionless in the air, its wings a shimmering haze, barely visible to the human eye. This is the hummingbird, a creature that embodies pure, unadulterated energy and aerial grace. Its most iconic and astonishing feat is its ability to hover, to remain perfectly still in three-dimensional space, a feat of biological engineering unparalleled in the animal kingdom. To achieve this, a hummingbird must beat its wings at an incredible speed, often up to 80 times per second, and for some smaller species, even over 200 times per second. This isn't just a simple up and down motion, it's a complex figure-8 pattern, allowing the wings to generate lift on both the upstroke and the downstroke, much like a tiny helicopter rotor. The sound of these rapid wing beats is what gives them their name, a soft, continuous hum that whispers through the air. This extraordinary flight requires an equally extraordinary metabolism. A hummingbird's metabolism is among the fastest of any warm-blooded animal, burning energy at an astonishing rate. To put this into perspective, their metabolism can be over 100 times faster than that of an elephant, relative to body size. This means their tiny bodies are constantly working at an incredibly high intensity, demanding a continuous supply of fuel. Their hearts beat at an astounding rate, often exceeding 1,200 beats per minute during flight, pumping oxygen-rich blood to their powerful flight muscles. These muscles, which can make up 25 to 30% of their total body weight, are packed with mitochondria, the cellular powerhouses that convert food into energy. Every aspect of their physiology is optimized for this high-octane lifestyle, From their efficient respiratory system that extracts oxygen from the air with remarkable proficiency, to their specialized circulatory system that rapidly delivers nutrients and removes waste. The energy demands of such a high-speed existence are immense. To fuel their relentless activity, hummingbirds must consume an astonishing amount of food. They typically drink nectar, a sugary liquid produced by flowers, and they must consume roughly half their body weight in nectar every single day. For some species, this can mean visiting hundreds, even thousands of flowers throughout the day, constantly flitting from bloom to bloom, sipping the sweet liquid. Their long, slender beaks and specialized brush-tipped tongues are perfectly adapted for reaching deep into flower corollas to extract nectar. This constant foraging is not just about satisfying hunger, it's about maintaining a delicate energy balance, ensuring their tiny engines never run out of fuel. It's a life lived on the edge, a continuous dance with energy consumption and replenishment, a testament to the power of specialized adaptation. But what happens when the sun sets and the flowers close their nectar-filled offerings for the night? How does such a high-energy creature survive the long hours of darkness without a constant supply of fuel? When night falls and the world outside grows cold and still, the hummingbird faces a profound challenge. Its incredibly fast metabolism, so vital for its daytime activities, becomes a liability. Without a continuous supply of nectar, its energy reserves would quickly deplete, leading to starvation. To overcome this, hummingbirds employ a remarkable survival strategy known as torpor. This is a state of deep physiological dormancy, a controlled shutdown of their metabolic processes that allows them to conserve precious energy during periods of food scarcity or cold temperatures, particularly overnight. During torpor, a hummingbird's body undergoes dramatic changes. Its heart rate, which can be over 1,000 beats per minute during the day, slows to a mere trickle, sometimes as low as 50 to 100 beats per minute. Its breathing becomes shallow and almost imperceptible. Most astonishingly, its body temperature plummets, dropping from its active temperature of around 105 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius, to as low as 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, sometimes even lower, just a few degrees above the ambient air temperature. This drastic reduction in body temperature and metabolic rate allows the hummingbird to conserve up to 95% of the energy it would otherwise expend during a normal night's rest. It's a state akin to a mini hibernation, but on a nightly basis. To enter torpor, the hummingbird finds a sheltered spot, often clinging to a branch or a feeder, and simply allows its body to cool down. It becomes cold and still, seemingly lifeless. This state is not without risk. A torpid hummingbird is vulnerable to predators and cannot react quickly. However, the energy savings are so critical that the benefits far outweigh the risks. As the first rays of dawn touch the horizon, signaling the return of warmth and the opening of flowers, the hummingbird slowly begins to awaken. It shivers its tiny muscles, generating heat to warm its body back up to its active temperature. This rewarming process can take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, and it requires a significant burst of energy. But once complete, the hummingbird is once again ready to embark on its high-energy quest for nectar. This nightly surrender to torpor is a silent, vital dance with survival, allowing these delicate creatures to endure the lean hours of darkness and emerge vibrant and alive with the rising sun. But even with this incredible ability to conserve energy, the world is full of dangers. How does such a small, seemingly fragile creature evade the swift strikes of predators, navigating a world where even larger insects can pose a threat? Beyond their metabolic marvels, hummingbirds possess an unparalleled agility that is crucial for their survival in a world filled with predators. Their unique wing structure and powerful flight muscles allow them to perform aerial maneuvers that are simply impossible for most other birds. They can not only hover motionless, but also fly backward, sideways, and instantly change direction with breathtaking speed. This incredible maneuverability is their primary defense against threats. When a hawk or a larger bird attempts to snatch a hummingbird from the air, the tiny bird can execute a sudden, unpredictable dart, vanishing from the predator's sight in a fraction of a second. Their small size, combined with their explosive acceleration and ability to change course on a dime, makes them incredibly difficult targets to catch. Predators of hummingbirds include larger birds like hawks, shrikes, and even some jays. However, their agility often allows them to escape these aerial threats. They can also be preyed upon by larger insects, such as praying mantises or even spiders, which might ambush them at flowers or feeders.
Yet, their constant vigilance and rapid reflexes often allow them to detect and avoid these dangers. Their eyes are highly adapted for detecting movement, and their quick reaction times mean they can often dart away before a predator can strike. The very act of hovering, while energy-intensive, also provides them with a panoramic view of their surroundings, allowing them to scan for threats from all directions. Their flight is not just about speed, it's about precision. They can navigate through dense foliage with incredible accuracy, weaving between branches and leaves without collision. This precision is also vital for their foraging, allowing them to extract nectar from delicate flowers without damaging them. The combination of their small size, lightning-fast reflexes, and unparalleled aerial dexterity makes them elusive targets, a testament to the power of specialized flight in the face of constant danger. It's a silent, graceful ballet of evasion, where every twist and turn is a calculated move for survival. But their aerial prowess isn't just for evading predators or finding food in their immediate vicinity. How do these tiny birds manage to undertake epic journeys, crossing vast stretches of open water, driven by an innate compass to reach distant lands? One of the most astonishing feats performed by hummingbirds is their incredible migratory journeys. For a creature so small, weighing only a few grams, the distances they cover are truly monumental. Consider the ruby-throated hummingbird, a common species found across eastern North America. Each year, these tiny birds embark on an epic migration, flying thousands of miles from their breeding grounds in Canada and the United States to their wintering grounds in Mexico and Central America. The most remarkable part of this journey is their non-stop flight across the Gulf of Mexico. This is a continuous flight of approximately 500 to 600 miles, 800 to 965 kilometers, over open water, a journey that can take 18 to 22 hours without a single stop. To prepare for this arduous crossing, ruby-throated hummingbirds engage in a period of intense feeding, building up significant fat reserves. They can almost double their body weight in fat, which serves as the crucial fuel for their long flight. This fat is metabolized efficiently, providing the sustained energy needed to power their tiny wings across the vast expanse of the Gulf. Their navigational abilities are equally astounding. They are believed to use a combination of cues, including the Earth's magnetic field, the position of the sun, and perhaps even familiar landmarks along coastal routes to guide their way. It's an inherited wisdom, a genetic blueprint that directs them across continents and oceans year after year. The dangers of migration are immense. Storms, strong winds, and exhaustion can claim many lives. Yet millions of these tiny birds successfully complete the journey twice a year, a testament to their incredible endurance and the powerful instinct that drives them. Their migration is not just a journey, it's a race against time, a pursuit of warmer climates and abundant food sources that are essential for their survival and reproduction. It's a silent, relentless pursuit of life, a dance with the planet's seasons, showcasing the extraordinary capabilities hidden within such a delicate form. But even after such an epic journey, their work is far from over. How do these tiny birds, with their delicate forms, construct the intricate, almost invisible homes that will protect their precious offspring? Upon reaching their breeding grounds after their epic migrations, hummingbirds embark on another remarkable feat: nest building. These nests are among the smallest and most exquisite in the avian world, perfectly designed to cradle their tiny eggs and chicks. A hummingbird nest is typically no larger than a thimble or a half-walnut shell, yet it is a marvel of engineering and artistry. The female hummingbird is solely responsible for its construction, a painstaking process that can take several days to over a week. The primary building material for these delicate structures is often spider silk. The female hummingbird meticulously collects strands of spider silk, using her beak to weave them together, creating a strong, elastic framework for the nest. This silk is incredibly strong and flexible, allowing the nest to expand as the chicks grow. To camouflage the nest and provide additional insulation, the hummingbird then adorns the exterior with tiny pieces of lichen, moss, and plant down, carefully collected from nearby trees and shrubs. These materials are meticulously glued onto the outside of the nest with more spider silk, making the nest almost perfectly blend in with the bark of the tree branch it's attached to. From a distance, it often looks like a natural knot or bump on the branch, rendering it virtually invisible to predators. The inside of the nest is lined with soft plant fibers, such as thistledown or dandelion fluff, creating a warm, cozy cup for the eggs.
Hummingbirds typically lay only 2 tiny, white eggs, each no larger than a coffee bean. The female incubates the eggs and then tirelessly feeds the rapidly growing chicks, bringing them a constant supply of nectar and tiny insects. The nest's elasticity, provided by the spider silk, allows it to stretch and accommodate the growing chicks until they are ready to fledge. This intricate nest-building behavior is a testament to the hummingbird's precision, patience, and innate drive to protect its offspring, ensuring the continuation of its species in a world full of challenges. It's a quiet, meticulous creation, a tiny sanctuary woven with natural artistry. How have these tiny birds, with their unique flight and feeding habits, evolved such specialized features? And what does their very existence tell us about the intricate dance between life and its environment? The hummingbird's entire existence is a testament to millions of years of specialized evolutionary adaptations, a finely tuned dance between form and function. Their long, slender beaks and equally long, extendable, brush-tipped tongues are perhaps their most iconic adaptations, perfectly designed for their nectar-feeding lifestyle. These beaks vary in length and curvature among different species, often co-evolving with specific flower shapes. This co-evolution, a mutualistic relationship where both the bird and the plant benefit, is a beautiful example of nature's intricate connections. The hummingbird gets its food, and in return it acts as a highly efficient pollinator, transferring pollen from one flower to another as it sips nectar. This specialized feeding strategy has allowed them to tap into a rich energy source that many other birds cannot access. Their unique wing structure is another marvel of evolution. Unlike most birds that flap their wings primarily up and down, hummingbirds have evolved a shoulder joint that allows their wings to rotate almost 180 degrees. This rotational ability, combined with the figure-8 wing beat, enables them to generate lift on both the forward and backward strokes, allowing for their signature hovering and backward flight. Their flight muscles are disproportionately large, making up a significant percentage of their body mass, and are composed of specialized fibers that can sustain rapid contractions for extended periods. This muscular and skeletal adaptation is what truly sets them apart in the avian world, granting them unparalleled aerial control. The iridescent plumage of many hummingbird species, while not directly a survival adaptation in the same way as camouflage, is a result of the unique microscopic structure of their feathers. These feathers contain tiny, plate-like structures that refract and reflect light, creating the dazzling, shimmering colors that change with the angle of light. While primarily used for display and attracting mates, this vibrant beauty is a byproduct of the same evolutionary processes that have honed their survival mechanisms. Their small size itself is an adaptation. While it leads to high metabolic rates and the need for torpor, it also allows them to access nectar from delicate flowers that larger birds cannot, and to navigate dense foliage with ease. The sum of these adaptations, from their specialized feeding apparatus and unique flight mechanics to their metabolic efficiency and intricate nest building, has allowed hummingbirds to diversify into over 360 species, inhabiting a wide range of environments across the Americas, from the high Andes to tropical rainforests and temperate gardens. Their evolutionary journey is a powerful narrative of specialization, demonstrating how life can thrive by mastering a unique niche, becoming an aerial acrobat fueled by the sweet essence of flowers. As we conclude our quiet journey into the world of the hummingbird, we are left with a profound appreciation for its high-energy existence and its astonishing aerial feats. From its rapid wing beats and incredible metabolism to its life-saving torpor, its agile escapes, epic migrations, and intricate nest building, every aspect of its being is finely tuned for survival. Its evolutionary adaptations are a testament to the enduring spirit of life, finding ingenious ways to flourish in the most challenging and beautiful environments. Our exploration of nature's most shocking survival tricks has taken us on a tranquil voyage across diverse landscapes and through the hidden lives of extraordinary creatures. We began with the ancient patience of crocodiles, masters of the sudden strike, then drifted into the deep stillness of hibernating bears and estivating lungfish, surrendering to the rhythms of the seasons. We marveled at the microscopic resilience of tardigrades, capable of returning from the brink of existence, and witnessed the epic, unseen journeys of migratory birds and butterflies. We descended into the silent, echoing worlds of bats and dolphins, navigating by sound, and gazed upon the living light of bioluminescent creatures, illuminating the darkest depths.
We then journeyed to the frozen Arctic, where the hare became a ghost in the snow, and to the scorching Australian desert, where the thorny devil drank from the air. And finally, we soared with the hummingbird, a tiny jewel of energy and grace, defying gravity with every beat of its wings.
Each of these creatures, in its own unique way, whispers a profound truth. Life is an endless tapestry of adaptation, resilience, and quiet ingenuity. From the vastness of the oceans to the highest mountain peaks, from the deepest slumber to the most energetic flight, nature constantly finds ways to persist, to thrive, and to inspire. As you drift into your own peaceful rest, imagine these wonders of the natural world, silently performing their astonishing tricks, a gentle reminder of the quiet strength and beauty that surrounds us all. Let the hum of the hummingbird's wings, the soft glow of the deep sea, and the gentle rhythm of the earth guide you into a deep and tranquil sleep.